Ladies and gentlemen, children of those interwebs out there, Sebastian Envy, the strong style nerd, strong style cinephile. This is like the third time I've had to record this video. Technical difficulties, shots being out of focus, all that fun stuff that you deal with when you're doing it yourself. So hopefully third time is the charm as we get into some Bat news. So let's geek about that for a little bit. Now, Batwoman, we have a trailer. Excited, I've been waiting for it. I'm not a huge, I've said before, I'll say it again, I'll probably say it again many times, I'm not a huge Bat fan. I don't like the WB and DC's reliance on Batman. I know he's a cash cow for them, but they have so many other characters that they can mine. I know they're gun shy from things like Green Lantern and crap like that, not doing well. But there's so many other characters they can tap into to make movies and do stuff with. And I just hate how everything is either Batman or has to, especially their animated stuff, has to do something, some element of Batman has to be involved in it. I don't like that. But anyway, we've got Batwoman now. And I am curious, I was curious about it when I heard about the development of the show. I thought it was going to be something to replace Arrow, because we know Arrow is coming to an end. I thought they were going to slot it into its time slot. We'll get to a time slot later. But I thought it was going to be it was going to take Arrow's place as a gritty, and I know I've said before, I hate to say gritty and grounded and down to earth and realistic take on a superhero show. But I'm wondering, and dark too, I'm wondering if I wondered at first if this was going to be the replacement for Arrow. And then I was curious to just see, I don't know all that much about the character. I have the DC Universe app, so I've been trying to catch up on some runs of Batwoman. I haven't really been blown away by what I've read thus far on Batwoman, but that's still early on, so I got lots of stuff to get to before this fall the series drops. So I don't have that frame of reference. I don't have that love, that reverence that comes from the comics for the character. I just have a love and reverence of Ruby Rose playing the title role. Now, I'm not going to sit there and say, oh, I've been on a champion of Ruby Rose since day one, and this project and that project, I followed her, this, that. No, I was a fan of Ruby Rose from the moment I saw her in John Wick 2. She had just had, I know she's playing a mute character, but she just had a presence and an air just about her, about the way she carried herself, and she could handle some of the action in it, which is of course important for the CW show, for the whatever out of costume fighting that she'll do on the show. So I was on board with her casting in the role, and of course she was going to be in Elseworld, so we were going to get our first look in the crossover of Batwoman, and I thought she did okay. I just didn't think there's enough meat on the bone for her in Elseworlds to really pass judgment on her. I needed to see her in her own environment, in her own world. And the one thing, a couple things I didn't like about the trailer. One is the sidekick. I think it's Lucius Fox's son, who eventually becomes Batwing in the comics. And I think he's slated to become Batwing in Batwoman eventually. Of course, we know CW shows the formula. They always have to have like a stable of team whatever. I'm really hoping, and I said before, I just wanted Batwoman to be different. Where Batwoman did not have a stable of MMORPG type of team where everybody has a specific role, and you can, any CW show you go to, you could have the characters that fit those specific roles because they're always there, because that's the formula. I did not want that for Batwoman. Hope that's not the case. Doesn't look like it's going to be the case thus far. That was one thing I didn't like, because he just, even the way he's like the smart, black, adorable, tech guy. So Curtis Holt 2.0. I mean, just the way the dude played him, and again, this is only the trailer. We only get a limited view of him. The way he played him, it was just like, oh, it's just like Echo Kellum as Mr. Terrific on Arrow. So hopefully that's not the case on that front. And the idea of the plot. The problem with having stuff take place in Gotham City is you have to deal with Batman, because you can't have Batman there, because it's like, well, XYZ is going down. Where's Batman? Why hasn't he done anything? So you have to do away with Batman. And this was the same thing as in that stupid Birds of Prey series that CW did a while ago, where they just had Batman leave Gotham. And I'm, again, not the biggest Batman fan. I've watched a bunch of his stuff over the years, and just the character that they've built and cultivated over the past, decades. He would not just be like, deuces Gotham, I'm out. He would not do that. So the idea that he would just up and leave. And apparently in the series where it starts, he's been gone for like 3 years. It's just, I don't like that. It just doesn't make sense at all. And I know, like I said, it's a plot device to get rid of Batman. It was stupid in Birds of Prey, but there were so many other stupid things about that show. I like bad TV. Like Roger Corman movies, I love them. Black Scorpion from Roger Corman. It was a stupid, terrible 2 movies that he made. It was a terrible TV series that he made. But it's awesome. I'll watch it anytime, any chance I get. I'm watching it on Tubi TV now. That's a good app. You should download that because it has a bunch of old shows on it. And Shout Factory stuff, so you have Super Sentai stuff on it. Tubi TV is awesome. But I watch Black Scorpion on that. I can watch stupid TV. Birds of Prey, I can't even get through like 1 episode, and that's even skipping scenes and stuff like that. I can't even make it through 1 episode. It's just that bad to me. So, and they did the whole Batman Leaves Gotham crap in that. I just can't buy into it at all. So it's just, that's like the only real strong knock I have on the series off top. Otherwise, I'm curious to see what Ruby does with it. And the plot, I know some people were complaining about how the actress who plays Alice, which was ironic because the actress playing Alice in this was in the stupid Birds of Prey series as the not Black Canary. And she was a terrible actress then, so I'm curious to see what she does now. But they were saying that she acted circles around Ruby Rose in the trailer or whatever, and I'm just like, they're playing 2 totally different things. Like, she's this over-the-top campy villain, and Ruby Rose is playing this sort of like more serious, kind of stoic, at least from what we saw in the trailer. Kate Kane. It's to apples and oranges, people. Like, it's just stuff for people to complain about, I guess, because they're already seeing stuff about the leftist, feminist, liberal agenda, when her saying that she doesn't want people to take credit, or a man to take credit for a woman's work, because people were thinking that she's Batman, which is why she adds the wig and the red to the costume, whatever. It really steps up there as Batwoman, not Batman. I'm not judging it by that. I don't care about that. Is it a good show or is it not a good show? It airs on Sunday as the lead-in to Supergirl, which is interesting. I'll be curious of the ratings to see what it pulls in, as well as what Supergirl manages to hang on to. I would have thought it would go on it would start after Arrow. I think Arrow's going back on Tuesdays this fall, and I would think that it would replace that because it would be kind of the same flair. And like I said, we'll just see how it goes. Curious to see what she does in her own series, in her own world. So we'll see about that. That goes for Batwoman. As far as Batman, we apparently have reports that Robert Pattinson of Twilight is in negotiations to play Batman, Bruce Wayne, the Twilight Knight, I guess. I don't know. Was never a fan of the Twilight movies. Never will be. Pattinson just doesn't seem to be like Batman to me. Maybe Bruce Wayne, not Batman. But I know the narrative out there would be like, oh, well, nobody thought Heath Ledger was going to make a good Joker. Nobody thought Ben Affleck was going to make a good Batman, and he actually did. Nobody thought Gal Gadot was going to be a good Wonder Woman. I certainly thought the skinny chick from the Fast and Furious movies was not going to make a good Wonder Woman, and she is phenomenal in the role. So I am open to having my mind blown and changed by an actor's tour of a character. So we will see how it goes. But it just, at this point, the development of the Matt Reeves Batman movie, I mean, if it happens, it happens. I might see it in the theater, I might not, depending upon who's the villain in it. Hopefully there's no Joker. They steer clear of Joker. I wanted them. The one thing that came out of the stupid Batman vs Superman movie, yes, it sucked, was Deathstroke, who just looked like he stepped right off the page, comic book page. The costume, just the looks of the actor, it was perfect. I want to see Batman against Deathstroke on the big screen. That's what I want to see. Probably not going to see it, but I can dream. I can dream. But anyway, those are some of my thoughts on the Bat News of the day, of the week. What do you guys out there think? Let me know below in the comments. Social media is below as well. Follow me. Talk to me there. Talk to me here. So many things to talk about. Let's just geek.